Some plants were just born to reroot themselves. A no-effort endeavor other than a glass and some water, and you have new plants for free every time.
Crops like this basil here, as well as thyme, green onions, and even rosemary. However, not all plants share in this rooting success.
Plants that you'd think would be absolutely great at rooting because of their vigorous nature and their quick-growing life cycles. Cilantro, sage, and in this case, dill.
Hi, I'm Jeff from the Ripe Tomato Farms. Welcome back to another episode of the Garden Quickie, the show where in 2 minutes or less, it's our job to root out the bad rooters.
And today's episode is all about them, specifically dill, and what makes it such a poor candidate to root its cuttings. Time's short though, as you know it is, so let's dive in. When a plant is cut off from its root system, two things happen. One, it either dies, or two, it tries to create a new set of roots.
The ability of a plant to do this is genetic, and not all species are going to be able to form new roots.
Long, skinny, branchless stems are notoriously hard to get rooted, and this gives us our first clue as to why.
The rooting ability in cuttings, essentially creating adventitious roots, is a juvenile trait. Now, not to get too scientific, but plants, just like us, are made up of many different kinds of cells.
One such cell type, called cambial cells, are unique in that they're undifferentiated, meaning they haven't turned into their final cell type just yet. Cambial cells have the ability to turn themselves into xylem, phloem, meristems, or as you can guess, root cells. Really, whatever the plant needs. Crops with shorter leaf nodes and more foliar branches tend to have more cambial cells in their stems, and thus a greater ability to root themselves. It's why you can't cut a blade of grass and stick it in water and expect it to keep growing. So, while it's not impossible for dill or even cilantro to root themselves from cuttings, it's infinitely harder because of a lack of these cambial cells.
What isn't infinitely hard, though, is checking out the next episode of the Garden Quickie.
Thanks for watching, guys. And hey, if Garden Quickies are your thing, make sure to subscribe and click on this playlist here as we explore and solve more growing issues in 2 minutes or less.